They say a smile can hide a sword. They say not every handshake means peace. And sometimes the most dangerous person in your life is the one who knows how to speak softly. Before we dive deep into today's tale, here's something powerful you should know. This is the coming of our AZ series, launching on September 8th, International Literacy Day. From A to Z, we're exploring life-changing books through the eyes of African storytelling. We begin with Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins, a journey into personal development, mindset transformation, and the power of decision. Our first tale in the series, The Drummer Who Refused to Be Silent. Now, let's step into today's darker tale. In a quiet village nestled between the whispering hills of southeastern Nigeria, during a time of yam festivals and ancestral celebration, a man arrived. Well-dressed, soft-spoken, quick with a compliment, and even quicker with a smile. But behind every mask lies a motive, and behind every motive lies a story you were never meant to hear until now. This is the story of how one village learned the hard way. You can't trust a smile. Here's why. The yam festival had just begun. Laughter painted the air. The smell of roasted maize and palm wine floated above the dancing grounds. Then he came. He called himself Obika. He wore a long, dark robe that shimmered like river water at night. His words were polished like a chief's brass plate. He brought gifts, he praised the elders, he flattered the young. And within days he was everywhere, helping with harvests, advising the chiefs, laughing with the children. But in a small clay hut on the edge of the village, an old woman sat quietly. Her name was Mama Ekema. She was blind, yes, but her spirit saw everything. The heart of a man is not where his smile lives. Look deeper, my children. Look deeper. At first the signs were subtle. Goats vanished in the night. A woman who just gave birth fell ill, her newborn trembling in her arms. Two young friends, once like brothers, accused each other of theft. Fights broke out. Secrets surfaced. And yet, Obika smiled. He comforted. He prayed. He promised. But Anya, a 14-year-old girl with fire in her soul and the spirit of her late grandmother in her dreams, saw through the fog. One night she asked Mama Ekema, "Anya, why do I feel cold whenever he touches my head?" "Because your spirit is awake, child, and when the spirit is awake, it shivers near a lie." Guided by dreams and the whispering winds of the spirits, Anya journeyed to the sacred grove, where her grandmother once took her to listen, not with her ears, but with her heart. There, hidden beneath the roots of the Iroko tree, lay the mirror mask of motives, an ancient artifact passed down by spiritual guardians of the land. It is said that when placed upon the face of a liar, the mask does not show what the person wants you to see. It shows what they hide. Anya returned with the mask in her calabash. The next morning, during the final Yam festival dance, she stepped into the village square and declared, "Anya, with trembling courage, let every heart be revealed. Let the one who calls himself Obika wear this mask." The crowd gasped. The chiefs were insulted. But Obika, he smiled and said, "Obika, what do I have to hide?" When the mask of motives touched Obika's skin, the skies changed. Clouds swirled, drums stopped, the birds flew backward, and slowly, ever so slowly, his smile cracked, his voice trembled, and his face began to twist. First into greed, then into envy, then into lust, and finally, a gaping mouth of spiritual hunger. Obika was not a man, he was a collector of chaos, a harvester of emotional suffering, feeding on broken families and shattered friendships. He was a spiritual manipulator, who thrived when people trusted too easily and looked too little. The village rose. Obika fled into the forest, chased by masquerades chanting in ancient tongues. They say he was never caught, but never welcomed by any village again. But the village of Amuru was never the same. Trust had been poisoned, old friends couldn't meet eyes, husbands doubted wives, children feared laughter, the elders wept, and Mama Ekema spoke again. "Truth is light, but when a lie is beautiful, people close their eyes." The moral: there are people in this life who study you. They learn your wounds, your weaknesses, your dreams, and then they smile and they speak and they get close. But what they want is not friendship. It's not love. It's access. Be like Anya. Train your spirit to listen when your ears are deceived. Use your intuition. Use wisdom. And if you must, use your own mirror mask. Because not everyone who praises you loves you. and not everyone who smiles is safe. If you found power in this story, you're going to love what we have coming next. Starting this September 8th, International Literacy Day, we begin our powerful AZ book series. Each letter, each book, each lesson designed to awaken your mind, your choices, your life. And we begin with A, Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. A book that teaches you how to master your emotions, how to control your destiny, and how to break free from the lies you've told yourself. It's the perfect match for today's story, because true power comes not from charming others, but from mastering yourself. Don't miss it. This is just the beginning. Every week on Innovative Book Philosophy, we blend folklore, philosophy, and personal development to bring you lessons that change how you see the world. Because sometimes the greatest books are hidden in stories. And the greatest truths come with drums and dust. If you've ever trusted someone who betrayed you, if you've ever felt something was off but ignored your gut, if you want to learn how to read hidden hearts, like, comment, and subscribe. Drop your thoughts below. What's the number one red flag you've learned to never ignore? This is Innovative Book Philosophy, where ancient wisdom meets the modern mind.